Yeah, I think nothing changes, to be honest with you. It's a semi-final. It's 90 minutes away from a final. I think that tells you everything you need to know. I think the manager spoke to us. Us as a group of players know what we can achieve tomorrow night, and it's a game of football. We can go out there and we can achieve something great for this club, and that's what we want to do. We obviously know we're 1-0 down, but we have full belief, full positivity that we're going to go out there and win tomorrow night. Probably about the same, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was a special moment. Obviously, them 2 goals. Just the fact it was back to back. It was the first one and then the second one straight after. I'm not sure I'll probably ever do that ever again, to be honest with you. But it was a real special moment, and obviously to help the team get through. Yeah, it was. To be honest with you, I'm still speechless. Like when I would look back at them, it's just incredible. So yeah, hopefully maybe tomorrow night I can get another one. Let's see. Yeah, 100%. I think we showed we can do it. When we went to the Bernabeu the other week, there was a lot of questions on whether we could rise to that occasion. We obviously had a 3-0 lead, but there was still so much talk about them obviously coming back and playing at the Bernabeu, and we've not experienced that before. But I think as a group, we handled that amazingly well. Obviously, the atmosphere tomorrow night is going to be incredible as well, but we've proved that we can handle big situations. And tomorrow night's another massive step for this team. We're a young team, but if we want to keep being one of the best teams and want to win stuff, we need to keep taking these massive steps. And tomorrow night's a big step to take, and we're fully driven by the fact there's a final, 90 minutes away. So we need to be ready. Yeah, he's incredible. He's our leader. He's our captain. He trains every single day. He plays every minute of every game. He's one of the best lads I've seen away from the pitch in terms of how he lives his life. He's got the full respect to the dressing room, the way he demands, the way he drives the team, the way he speaks. You wouldn't see him as that type of character, but he really is behind the scenes. And he's been amazing for us. I wouldn't want anyone else being our captain, and I think the lads, feel the same way about that as well. Obviously, everyone has a dip in form. I've had dip in forms before. It doesn't matter, because he can deliver on the biggest stage, and tomorrow night I'm sure he will. So yeah, we're ready, and we're always with Martin because he's one of our best players. Yeah, 100%. I think our second group game of the Champions League, we beat them 2-0, and it was the same team other than Dembele and Kvaratskhelia. Everyone else started and we beat them. So there's no fear. Like I said, I think the goal inside 3 minutes probably shocked us a little bit, shocked the atmosphere a little bit. But once we found a foothold in the game again, and we started creating chances, like I said, the goalkeeper made some amazing saves. We fully believed that we could beat them. Obviously, it wasn't meant to be, but we've seen enough and we know enough as a team that tomorrow night we can do something really, really good. And we definitely believe that we belong at this level. Yeah, definitely. I think, obviously, with their manager, Luis Enrique, he's really good tactically. Obviously, our manager's really good tactically. And you felt that in the first leg, there was a lot of movement. The midfield, they run around so much and create a lot of space for each other. The way they moved between the lines was really, really smart. But once we worked out, how we could, beat them, obviously we missed a few chances, but in terms of how we was driving with the ball, giving our wingers 1v1 opportunities, chances started to open up. And I think tomorrow night, we need to do the same. We need to have big balls, and we need to go out there on the biggest stage and show that we're ready to play at this level.
The Arsenal will face a monumental challenge as they step onto the pitch for the UEFA Champions League semi-final against Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, at the iconic Parc des Princes, one of the most emblematic stadiums in European football. The vibrant atmosphere and the pressure from the opposing fans will create a challenging scenario for the Gunners, who need to overcome not only the result of the first leg, but also the history and technical quality of their French rivals. After a narrow 1-0 defeat in the first match, played at the Emirates Stadium, where the team failed to convert their chances into goals, Arsenal finds itself in a situation where every detail can make a difference. Under the leadership of manager Mikel Arteta, who has demonstrated an impressive ability to motivate and prepare the team to face high-level opponents, the London club is determined to turn the game around and secure a spot in the highly coveted final. Arteta has been working tirelessly to fine-tune the tactical setup and bolster the players' confidence, emphasizing the importance of staying calm and focused, even in the face of the intense pressure that a major club like PSG can exert. The Gunners know they need a solid collective performance, with each player contributing to the cause, and they are aware that the comeback will require not only technical skill, but also a resilient mindset. The squad has united around the common goal of reversing the situation and showcasing Arsenal's strength, a club with a rich history in the competition. The team is willing to fight until the final minute, determined to prove they can overcome challenges and achieve the victory that will take them to the Champions League final, a dream that all fans eagerly hope to see realized. Midfielder Declan Rice, one of the key pillars of Arsenal's midfield, shared his expectations for the clash. In a pre-match interview, with confidence running high, Rice stated that the Gunners are not afraid of the powerful Parisian side. "Yes, absolutely. I think in our second group stage game we beat them 2-0. It was the same team. Apart from Dembélé and Kvaratskhelia, the rest of the starters played, and we won. So we are not afraid of them," Rice declared, referring to the convincing victory Arsenal achieved in the group stage of the competition. Arsenal's journey in this year's Champions League has been marked by ups and downs. After a challenging group stage, where they finished in third place, the Gunners advanced to the knockout rounds through a difficult path but managed to establish themselves as a competitive and resilient team. Rice's confidence is backed by previous experience against PSG, which, despite being a giant of European football, has seen Arsenal surpass expectations. In the first leg, Arsenal was caught off guard by a quick goal from the opposition, which, according to Rice, shocked the atmosphere of the stadium. However, he emphasized that after the initial impact, the team managed to regroup and began creating several opportunities. The goalkeeper made several great saves, the player recalled, highlighting Arsenal's fight and determination in search of an equalizer and ultimately a turnaround. Like all great Champions League matches, the encounter at the Parc des Princes promises to be intense and filled with emotion. PSG, with its star-studded lineup, including players like Neymar and Mbappé, is always a constant threat. But Arsenal believes it has what it takes to emerge victorious. The London team has meticulously prepared for this showdown, and Arteta has stressed the importance of learning from the mistakes of the previous game, while keeping a cool head under pressure. Arsenal's fans, who have already shown their unwavering support for the team, hope that the squad can deliver a memorable performance in the French capital. With the collective strength and determination shown by Rice and his teammates, the Gunners are ready to fight until the final whistle. The expectation is that, at the end of the match, Arsenal will celebrate a remarkable turnaround and secure a place in the Champions League final, a dream that all fans long to see come true. The anticipation is for an electrifying duel, where every play could be decisive and every mistake could prove costly. The magnitude of the match promises to bring forth the intense emotion that characterizes the great confrontations of the Champions League. With two elite teams facing off, both Arsenal and PSG have rosters filled with stars capable of changing the course of the game in the blink of an eye. Fans can expect moments of pure adrenaline, where a precise pass or a spectacular save could be the key to victory. The eyes of the world will be on Paris, with football fans from all corners of the globe following every play, every dribble, and every shot, in anticipation of a spectacle that will undoubtedly remain etched in the memories of supporters and lovers of the sport. The stands of the Parc des Princes will be filled with energy, with fans cheering at every action, creating an electrifying atmosphere that could inspire the players to give their best. In addition to individual skills, the tactics and strategies of both coaches will also be put to the test, contributing to the creation of a fascinating tactical scenario. The teams will seek to exploit each other's weaknesses, generating an atmosphere of anticipation where details become crucial. The rivalry between the two teams, who have faced each other on several occasions, adds an extra flavor to the clash, heightening expectations for a spectacle that could influence the future of both in the competition. With the pressure of an elimination game and the possibility of a place in the Champions League final at stake, the emotions are bound to be palpable. What is at stake is not just a spot in the final, but also the pride of representing their clubs in one of the most prestigious competitions in the world. Therefore, fans can expect an epic battle, filled with tension, skill, and passion, that will be etched in the history of both clubs and in the hearts of their supporters.